what did happen during the course of the robbery.
Alan Pace was a very normal individual. He had no criminal record.
Dunbar Armor Depot has a lot less security than a bank.
Out each of their movements and each step that they have to take.
Forget Hollywood blockbusters. This is the real deal. A group of young men pulled off the biggest cash heist in U.S. history, walking away with a staggering $18.9 million, not with guns and violence, but with brains, disguises, and a sensational strategy. We're talking millions of dollars vanishing from a heavily guarded facility. How did they do it? And what happened next? Get ready, because we're about to crack open the case of the Dunbar armored robbery. It's 1997. The internet is still in its early stages. Cell phones are bulky and expensive, and cash is the most common way to pay for things. In Los Angeles, California, 6 young men from nearby cities were planning something big. Let's meet the team.
Alan Pace is the mastermind of the heist. He's responsible for inspecting and maintaining the truck.
Alan Pace, eye to eye, is the mastermind behind the plan. He was known for his charm, and he's really good at convincing people to do things. Eric Damon Boyd, Alan's childhood friend, is a big part of the team too. Then there's Luz Macaron Jr., Mark Twain Jr., Terry Wayne Brown Sr., and Thomas Lee Johnson. They all have different jobs to do in the plan. Everyone's got their own special role, and together,
A long time, and they actually have worked together as security officers at a variety of different venues.
they're working as a team to make sure everything goes smoothly. Their target wasn't a bank, but a company called Dunbar Armored. This company wasn't a bank itself, but it provided a crucial service for banks and other businesses. They specialized in transporting large amounts of cash in specially designed armored vehicles. Think of them as high-security vans on wheels, filled with millions of dollars. Now, Alan and his crew didn't want any violence or shootouts. Their plan was all about being smart and using secrecy to pull off the heist. Here's a closer look at the steps of their elaborate scheme.
Inspecting and maintaining the trucks. So he works at the Dunbar storage facility full-time and obviously observes the routine.
Firstly, they had an inside man among the crew, already employed at Dunbar Armored, intimately familiar with security procedures. This insider discreetly shared vital information with Alan, providing the crew with a significant advantage. To enhance their disguise, they used security guard uniforms and badges that looked real from a distance. With careful planning, they hoped to trick the real security guards into believing they were legitimate Dunbar Armored employees.
Off their entry, and they'll be ready to pull off the heist in late September. And then, this happens.
On the pivotal day, September 12, 1997, the crew initiated their plan. They dressed up in their fake security guard uniforms and drove a rented van that they had modified to look like an official Dunbar Armored vehicle. The day of the heist arrived. The crew, masked as security guards, pulled up to the Dunbar Armored facility in Los Angeles. Because they looked real and knew the procedures thanks to their inside man, the real security guards didn't suspect anything. The crew calmly walked into the building, confidently showed their fake badges, and told the real security guards they were there to pick up a special armored car shipment. The real security guards, believing their story, allowed them to enter a restricted area. Once inside the secure area, the crew overpowered the few security guards on duty and tied them up.
He's got a .357 revolver. They take that away from him, as well as the keys to the vault area.
They then had unrestricted access to the vault, which held millions of dollars in cash from various banks and businesses. With bags full of stolen money, the crew calmly walked out of the building and drove away in their fake security van. They blended in with regular traffic and disappeared into the city. The real security guards, still tied up, didn't realize what happened for some time. By the time they alerted the authorities, the crew was long gone. The Dunbar Armored robbery shook the whole country.
In this particular bin, there was somewhere between $65 and $70 million, all in $20 bills.
Someone swiped millions, and nobody had a clue who did it. The FBI, that's the Federal Bureau of Investigation, launched a massive investigation, but for 2 years, they couldn't find a single lead.
Piece of evidence that the authorities find is this plastic lens. It looks like it came off of a broken taillight.
Here's where things get interesting. Remember the crew member who worked at Dunbar Armored and leaked information? He made a big mistake. He started spending money way too fast, buying expensive cars, jewelry, and other luxury items. This caught the attention of his co-workers, who eventually became suspicious about his sudden wealth. The FBI received a tip about the employee's sudden wealth.
His units to the facility, and the FBI was notified and responded.
They investigated him and eventually discovered his connection to the rest of the crew. This single lead unraveled the entire case. In 1999, after nearly 2 years on the run, all 6 members of the crew were arrested.
Wrapped with paper straps from the robbery. The realtor is instantly suspicious and contacts the police.
However, the stolen money was never fully recovered.
We didn't have the actual physical evidence that would support an arrest of Alan Pace.
The FBI believes most of it was spent or hidden so well that it has never been found. In court, the crew members faced serious charges, including robbery and conspiracy. They were found guilty and sentenced to long prison terms, where they remain to this day. The Dunbar armored robbery remains the largest cash heist ever recorded in the history of the United States. It showed the importance of strong security measures for companies transporting valuables. The case also highlighted the dangers of having an inside man.
Eugene Hill is the weakest link.
Eugene Hill admitted to his participation in the robbery, and he named all of his accomplices in the
Who
robbery.
can exploit weaknesses in security systems. The Dunbar armored robbery was a huge blow to the company's reputation. They faced criticism for security lapses that allowed the heist to happen. In the aftermath, Dunbar Armored implemented significant changes to their security protocols to prevent similar incidents from happening again.
$1 million is now offered for information about this robbery.
These included stricter background checks for employees, improved training procedures, and the use of more advanced security technology. The Dunbar armored robbery serves as a warning for businesses and individuals alike. It highlights the importance of being vigilant and constantly evaluating security measures to stay ahead of potential threats.
We were elated.
First one in, first one caught. Eugene Hill is the weakest link.
Eugene Hill admitted.
The case also demonstrates that even the most elaborate plans can unravel due to human error or unexpected circumstances. This robbery is a thrilling story of a daring heist and the lengths law enforcement goes to catch criminals. It serves as a reminder that crime doesn't pay and that even the most well-thought-out plans can go wrong. We hope you enjoyed the video. If so, then share your thoughts in the comments and also share this video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you can never miss our video.